What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, want to talk about Kingdom Hearts 4 yet again. This is a few days old, but I thought, you know what? We'll talk about it. Kingdom Hearts always interests me, and this is really the debate of when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out. Now, I've long, speculated and theorized. I think 2025 is a possibility. I really, really do. I'm not going into 2025 thinking like it's the year of Kingdom Hearts, but I think this year is a good year that we would finally start to see info. I know there's still Rebirth coming out. I know there's still Missing Link coming out, and that might take away from a potential Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement, but I still think it happens maybe like second half of the year. You get Missing Link out, maybe in like the early summer or something. Rebirth, obviously, end of February, and then you can move on to start focusing and talking about. I know they're different studios and teams and stuff, but you can start talking about Kingdom Hearts 4. Well, like I said, a few days old, but this comes from Audrey over on Twitter. Kingdom Hearts 4 potentially in 2026. Toro is onto something. Every Kingdom Hearts Kuji game has been released in 2-year increments and always coincided with a major Kingdom Hearts game or anniversary. That means if the schedule holds, the 5th one will be out in 2026, which would perhaps commemorate the release of Kingdom Hearts 4. And they go over it. Kuji, the first one, 2018. Kingdom Hearts 3 was then a month later. Second one was in 2020, Melody of Memory. Third one was in 2022. That was the Kingdom Hearts' 20th anniversary. Fourth one is Missing Link. And then, I guess, you're still assuming that it's every 2 years, right? A couple assumptions. You're assuming, number one, they stick to the 2-year thing, which, yes, they've done it now 1, 2, 3 different times. So would it make sense for them to do it 4 times? It sure would. And granted, not a major anniversary, right? You looked at Kingdom Hearts 1, would be 24 years old by 2026. So if you're just going based off the first one, I'm not going to look up or even try to remember every single Kingdom Hearts game and the year that it came out. I imagine 2026 is an anniversary for one of the Kingdom Hearts games, right? So it doesn't have to be Kingdom Hearts 4. But again, I really think this just goes more into the speculation of 25 or 26. See, I've always thought 25 for a couple different reasons, or maybe actually just one really big one. They started development of this game, I believe, shortly after / during that Remind era. So this game has been in the works now for around, maybe you want to give them just a little bit more. You want to say 3.5 to 4 years. I mean, even if you just want to say 3 years, it's been in the works for longer than I think people might think it was, right? Now, like, do these games take 5 years? Do they take 6 years? Do they take 4 years? The engine change for 3 obviously slowed it down. And you could ask and you could debate, how much, right? Did it delay it by like a year, 2 years, less than a year? We don't really know for sure. But to me, that's why 2025 has always made sense. From that kind of aspect or that kind of part of Square Enix, you don't really have much, going into 2025. Like I said, you have Rebirth this year. You have Missing Link. Having a Kingdom Hearts game next year would be pretty darn solid. You're not going to have another Final Fantasy game. Obviously, you just had even 16 last year. So Kingdom Hearts 4 definitely makes sense to help them out, in 2025. Never to rush these games, right? I'm not advocating them to rush it, but I've always just thought in terms of like kind of a perfect spot, and they could maybe use a Kingdom Hearts game next year, and it would have been 4.5, maybe even 5 years, right? Depending on how you want to look at things. And because we don't know exact dates, you know what I mean? So really, by the time, say, late 2025 happens, which I think that's what it would be, late 2025, I think that makes a lot of sense for Kingdom Hearts 4 to come out. If it comes out, first half of 2026, I think that also makes sense. So is there a pattern here? There absolutely is. But again, I'm not like dissing anybody that believes it. In a way, like I want to believe it, and I kind of believe it, to an extent. Like it definitely, the numbers are right there, and it's a good connection. Again, the biggest thing to me would just be, well, because of that anniversary, right? Because of the anniversary that they did, it doesn't have to be like that's, I guess, just the extra part to it. It's either a Kingdom Hearts game or it's an anniversary. It's something Kingdom Hearts going on. It doesn't have to be the next main installment. So yeah, is it possible that they do a thing Kuji in 2026? Yes, because again, you're just following that kind of pattern. But does it have to coincide with Kingdom Hearts 4? Technically, Kingdom Hearts 4 could be 2027. I highly, highly, highly doubt 2028, but 2025, 26, 27, any of those make an okay degree of sense to me, right? So if you're following the pattern, yes, something Kingdom Hearts might happen in 2026, but they could just tie it to some like a game could turn 13 years old, right? Or 7 years old or something. It doesn't maybe even have to be like 5, 10, 15, these really nice numbers. So it could be something like that. So we'll see where it goes, but like I've said, I really want this game in 2025. From a personal standpoint, I want it. I'm not going to rush them. They put out the game when they're ready, but of course, me and I think many fans want this game as soon as possible, to be honest with you. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.